This city, the Devils, Los Angeles, los Devils.
Haha! Good morning and happy December. Happy 1st December. Even though it's probably not gonna be the 1st December when I upload this, but like, yeah. Came to Paris, didn't realize how important it would be to learn French. Like, I didn't realize that in here, like, French is it's more important than anything because not a lot of people speak English or speak it very well. Yeah, I didn't anticipate having any issues because usually when you go to a different country, people will speak English or will at least like want to make an effort to like communicate with you. But that hasn't been my experience in here at all. People are very like, we're in France, speak French, and I respect that and I understand 100% because it is like really arrogant for somebody to come here and just like not want to learn anything, and I'm not that arrogant, but I was a little bit arrogant to think that it wouldn't be an issue. So I've learned a lot since I came, but still it's like... But in a way it's kind of nice that I'm new to it because then there is no like expectation for me to be good. Because for example in English there's definitely like pressure to have perfect pronunciation, perfect like accent, you know, a big vocabulary, stuff like this. And even if there's like a small grammatical mistake, I hear it, you know. It's like I fixate on it, so, and I feel stupid. But then another thing is that since I came here, I've been slagging on my English so much because since nobody speaks perfect English in here, there's no expectation to have perfect grammar. Although I put that pressure on myself, it's not coming from anywhere else. And although most of my conversations are in English, I don't, like I said, I'm slacking on it. So it's just like, I think I'm not becoming like, I'm not getting worse, but I'm not getting better either. I think I'm gonna have a section about things I learned in French that are misconceptions or just interesting things about the French language or the French, I guess the Persian people that I would want to share. And the first thing that I learned, like that was like big misconception in Europe and in America and a lot of places, other places, is the idea that French people or Parisian people say "ooh la la" to like mean something that's like delicious, you know, or something that's like, wow, he's like hot, or something positive, you know, in general. And I said that when I came here as a joke. I saw something and I said like "ooh la la," you know, like in that way. And my friend was like quick to tell me like, that's not how we use it. So I find it funny that, you know, in the past I can imagine like in war times or whatever political climate, lots of men have heard French women say "ooh la la" around them. Well, that's not how they say it, but you know, that's how the Americans or the Danish people or the whatever Europeans, whoever heard them, say that. And they thought, wow, she's saying something like she likes me or she thinks I'm handsome. But actually it means the opposite. So like you'll hear it when you come here. It's like, for example, if I'm in the metro and people are just standing in the metro, they're not like, we are in the metro stops and we all want to get out, but there's like a lot of tourists who don't get that you have to like move so that people can exit the metro. You'll hear them say like "ooh la la," like here we go again, like my god damn it, you know. It's like that kind of thing. It's like, oh my god, like move. Like move, bitch. It's not a positive thing, but I find it so funny how like history can like change things. So if you think about how that is completely like, some people think it's like "ooh la la," it's like positive, but we actually use it in the complete like opposite way. It's a negative thing. If you hear that down here, people say that to you or around you, better watch yourself. Maybe you're doing something that you shouldn't be doing, or you're annoying people, you know. I just had a thought. I was sitting here watching a really interesting video and it just like triggered something in me that I can't at all tell if the music I make is good or bad. I cannot tell if the things I create are good or bad. They all sound unfinished to me. They all sound equally as bad to me. There are moments where I'm like, oh, that was like kind of cool what you did. then I hear somebody else, like I see what they do, I see how genius they are and how talented they are, and then I kind of like start to doubt my own ability to create. So I have no idea, like when I post something on YouTube, right now I'm writing music for all of these like short films. I'm like wondering which direction to go. I love both, but what I do know is that I have no idea if what I'm making is good or not. I feel like all of it sounds fine, I guess, but none of it sounds amazing, or none of it sounds as cool as what I, like when I see what other people make. To be fair, I'm scared now also to start stagnating, that okay, now I found something that I'm comfortable in. I'm comfortable making music, so now everybody will think, oh, she just wants to make music. We won't assume that she'll wanna direct, or that we should even like consider her somebody that will want to direct a film. But like that's what I want to do. I'm not sure that that's my career anymore. I'm not sure that that's more important than music, because music is important, but I want to find a way to do both. I don't really mind the ratio. I just want to make sure that I'm doing both. If I'm making more music than movies, or directing less than composing, I do not mind, but I do not think I can be completely satisfied with only doing one of the two, because I don't want to be put in a box. And that's a big problem for me, because to become really good at something, you have to kind of put yourself in a box. You have to kind of choose, okay, I'm going to be really good in this. And then I also have this other talent, but people are primarily going to come to me for this. And you know what? In a way, I if I think about it, I'd be more satisfied being considered the composer or the musician than I would if people only thought I could do films or images. Like if it was life or death, you have to choose between films and music. I 100% choose music. Not easily so right now. I'm doubting. Would I? Yes, I would, because that's what I've also always done. And but it's not life or death at the moment. And to be fair, I would just much rather be free to do both. Yeah, that's just my thoughts lately.
Begynder et eventyr. Lange